Palaflahia tuhane de valatala tupu gelata mai ahonei. Koe awha iumwe ko male atu ne kua whakahokua he e kalisia Kristiano Niue e haluturu a whakaranga ulolongo koe aho me. Koe tahani a whakaranga ni ko tau seilanga tahe tau ge whamaloloa ke whakaonganga he tau lolongo tapu tau e kalisia takitaha. Ke he tau nei ne ko whakamatapatu ai ke he talahawanga ko tunga lolo oho ke mata ke he tau matakainanga ka peheno no whakalataha mo e ingasia tau e kalisia ke whakamutapatu haluturu a tau lolongo ke he salamo se utulutulu. Ni kua puke nā mo i fōke whale tōru me tau leo ke he ni kua uhu hake mo i furuala. Tala haua he takitaki Palestine he kalisia Niue ko Reverend Aifolia Pumale kua whakaue ha kua mai ke tu tangata usi ke whakawhiawhia i ke aho katoa mai ole ni ke whatumau e ka whanataha ke lata mo i tau ahi mua. Taha wala whoke tau whakaharuanga ne ko whamahani ki tau se koe tau pāfuaki, koe tau nei mole e tūnu whamatūru e awhtala ne kua moua, mo i amna ki tō whakangahua i ke he tau ngahua ke asihake e kalisia Kristiano Niue. Ka mga honei ha kua lahe uha ni kua tō mo e havili te matangi, kua lahe tupi ke he tau tangata, ha koe tau akau ne kua vivelia ki tu pala tū, pia i whoki mo i tau lālā akau. Koe whaitap nei ne kua ila mai, ha iai e taha akau lahi ne kua velia ki pala tū, i pētā si ha iai whoki e whalua tau akau ne kua velia ki he tau pala tū he mahaloto ha la kepa mua lofi, ne kua longa i whoki tau akau ki he tau kaukau hala. Ilo mai he whahinga hua papiliki, ka eke kua vevelia tau akau, ko lau tōru ka matutaki atu ki ai. Ke umai ke halutoro ta nātanga hua, ke uta kehe ka eke ni ko mawhisi atu a lautoro. Kai hai ei whalu ngaha ni ko mai ke i whoke whahinga hua leo leo ke lang matai atu. Si ko pehe halutoro wa lata ke mai long whakalahi. Ka eke kua lalai maha ke tawa kau, nā kei mai ke langaki, koe whahinga hua papiliki ni kua hai e do masini lalahi ke uta kehe aki. Ka koe tau whakatokaanga ke lata mo i tau lāla a kau, ke he tau kau pahala tū, koe le wikianga ni kua lango ki ai, ke whahinga o sivolo, ke watu mo hele, ka kua hiki atu tua i langa hua ia, mai he whahinga o publiki ke he taha whahi bisnisi, he whakatawhonu ni kua toka atu ke whaleka. Koe tau hata kianga ke tau tangata, ka wata ke tau puhala tū, ke whakaholu whainene tau mtoka, mo e hoko taki atu fuki, ke tau whahinga hua ni kua lango ki ai tong hua, ka eke kua whaile kua, po ke whai akau ni kua kisia kua vili ai ke puhala tū. This is Radio Sunshine's news bulletin for today. Last Saturday, congregations of the Ecclesia Kristiano Niue gathered for the annual Ahome Choir Fest at the Millennium Hall. The hall was packed with the sound of music, with the majority of the traditional style a cappella songs from each of the village congregations. This event is held once a year and has been common practice since the church was established as a means of bringing people together. This year, Ecclesia Niue had requested villagers to compose songs relating to Psalms 133, each with their own tune. And for some, it was an opportunity to release their creative musical abilities, and others a time to reflect back in time, singing traditional style church hymns. According to the Ecclesia Niue president, Reverend Aifolia Pumale, he said that he'd like to express his gratitude to all the congregations for their cooperation, and said that it is their hope that they can continue this tradition for many years to come. And on top of this, the offerings collected on the day was over $33,000 and will go towards assisting with ongoing developments of the Ecclesia Kristiano Niue. The current bad weather with heavy downpours and strong winds has increased the number of incidents with fallen trees blocking road access. This has raised a few public safety concerns about who is responsible for clearing fallen trees or overhanging branches. Earlier this week, a large fallen tree blocked the road at Peta Hill, and there have also been several incidents on roads in between La Kepa and Alofi. According to the Public Works Department, they respond if people contact them if there are trees that have fallen, because they have the heavy equipment to clear them. However, in some instances, the Niuean Police Department will be able to respond for road safety purposes, but they too have limited equipment to be able to remove large trees or branches. In the case of clearing of overhanging branches, this is the responsibility of the Civil Division that have now been shifted from Public Works down to the fish factory. People are encouraged to contact the relevant agencies for an immediate response and report any incidents as soon as possible. Looking at our news stories from the region. The chairman of the Media Industry Development Authority of Fiji, Ashwin Raj, did not mince his words by saying that media supports the Fiji government's ban on ABC Pacific correspondent Sean Dorney. Media had complained to the ABC calling for a retraction of an interview between ABC's Bruce Hill and Dorney during the Pacific Islands News Association Pacific Media Summit in Niuean, New Caledonia last month. The media chair said the status quo remains for those who have also been banned by the Fijian government. The Fiji Labour Party says the Electoral Commission should question Rear Admiral Frank Bainimarama for flouting the law around political parties. The party's leader Mahendra Chaudhry says the Prime Minister's announcement of his ministers will be joining his political party contravenes the political party's decree. Chaudhry says the party would like to see the Fijian leader register his political party as required by the law before he campaigns further. The political party's decree imposes a fine of up to $27,000 and a jail term of up to 5 years if an association of persons or an organization operates or holds itself out to be a political party unless it has been registered as one. The U.S. government launched the 5-year Pacific American Climate Fund in Suva to help communities in Pacific Island countries adapt to the effects of climate change. The $24 million grant program will provide grants to qualifying civil society organizations which will implement climate change adaptation activities in 12 countries in the Pacific that include the Federated States of Micronesia, Fiji, Kiribati, Nauru, Palau, Papua New Guinea, Republic of Marshall Islands, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Tonga, Tuvalu and Vanuatu. The grant facility aims to support projects focused on climate change adaptation in the areas of natural resources and water management and livelihood development and income diversification. Papua New Guinea opposition leader Bowden Nama has called on Prime Minister Peter O'Neill to immediately resign over matters relating to the 3 billion kina UBS bank loan. It follows the revelation by sacked Treasury Minister Don Pollier on a radio talkback show that he was directed by O'Neill to facilitate a 71.8 million kina payment to a law firm. Meanwhile, sacked Treasurer Don Pollier accused Prime Minister Peter O'Neill of making hasty one-man decisions without the approval of the National Executive Council and members of the coalition government. Nauru has a very fragile ecosystem with very few insects, land snails and nesting seabirds. In 2013, the New Zealand Department of Conservation conducted a biological survey in partnership with the Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environment Program and local communities on Nauru to investigate and describe the land and marine biota and recommend appropriate conservation actions. A total of 17 ant species were found on the island during their survey, which was led by the Department of Conservation's Dr. Eric Edwards. A 15-kilogram supply of Biforce ant bait granules, which was available on the island during the visit, was applied to some hotspot areas at the Aiwood Wharf area at the application rate of 60 grams per hectare. This amount was not enough to effectively cover the entire infested area, but it provided an opportunity to demonstrate to Nauru quarantine officers how and where to apply the ant bait granules on infested areas. New Zealand Rugby Chief Executive Steve Tew says there are no plans for the All Blacks to play a test in the Pacific Islands before the next Rugby World Cup. The All Blacks have never played a test in the islands and most recently played tests against Fiji and Tonga in 2011 and against Samoa in 2008. Tew says while a stopover match in the USA ahead of this year's tour to Europe, similar to a match last year in Tokyo, is set to be announced shortly, the All Blacks won't be playing in the islands anytime soon. The United States government has announced the Climate Data Initiative, which aims to help communities use public data to better understand the impacts of climate change. The initiative has been supported by industry including Google, Microsoft, Intel, and ESRI, who will provide resources and infrastructure to allow researchers to develop monitoring and mapping products from data made available as a result of the Climate Data Initiative. At only a few meters above sea level, the main commercial ventures in Vanuatu, Port Vila and Luganville are highly vulnerable to flooding from sea level rise, tropical cyclones and storms. The Australian partnership is recognizing the importance of protecting communities and key infrastructure through modelling and mapping the areas at risk of inundation. Those are our news stories from the region as well as our local news bulletin here on Radio Sunshine for today.